How we doing, everybody? I'm laughing because dude, I was looking through this fucking guy. 5 biggest mistakes men make with women. Blah, 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 blah. And I went onto his channel, and man, I started getting nauseous. Now you may ask, Thiago, but you've watched these videos in entirety. Guys, I'm not gonna waste my time watching these videos. I click on them, and I skip to the end to see the tier list because I'm not going to waste my fucking time. And I'm just looking at what this channel is advertising. What is the propaganda here? The propaganda is to spread this divide between men and women more and more so. The propaganda is believing that men and women are different and women are hypergamous and we want different things, just traumatized people speaking from their experience, unable to pull their heads out of their asses. And now, I saw this video and I look at his face and I can't help but feel that yes, maybe your experiences with women haven't been the way you wanted them to be. Just based off the way he looks like. His face isn't horrible, but he does look unhealthy. Too pale, patchy beard, not enough hair, and supposedly this guy lives in Toronto, meaning we probably share the same area code. Fuck. So I wanted to react to this video because this goes out to the men and women trying to find love. But you have to watch out because supposedly there are 5 mistakes you can make that could completely turn them off. And hey, you don't want to be doing that.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? Now in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 biggest mistakes that guys make with women, or in other words, the 5 biggest things that would turn a woman off if you do them. Now this list is pretty much my own list. I know there are thousands of videos like this online, but these are really 5 things that I believe, based on my personal experiences and the experiences of some of my close friends, that if you do these things, a woman's attraction will plummet for you so fast that if you blink you might miss it.
Don't piss me off, man. I blush when I hear this stuff. I don't know why. My face just gets red. Is it anger? No, I'm not angry. I'm just... What? A woman and man's attraction for you is immediate and almost permanent. What they're basing this decision off of is your face, sometimes the facial expressions of your face, and then things like your body stature, your frame, mostly the physical. Depending on how many partners the person has had, you will have a more prominent effect on their attraction. Meaning, if they find you attractive and you are one of the first few people that they've been with, they will never stop being attracted to you. They will never stop feeling this biological pull towards you. They can make a decision whether they want to be in a long-term relationship because of morals, values, opinions, some way that you act. Ultimately, the raw essence of a man or woman being attracted to you is biological, and you can't really change that. So it's funny he says that because based on the way he looks, I don't know if anyone would be attracted to him in that way. So when you start doing certain things, yes, maybe some girls might not like that and will communicate to you that they're not attracted to you anymore. But that was likely the case from the very beginning.
Number 1 is asking her about her body count or how many people she slept with before. You guys, please do not do this under any circumstances. All it will do is convey to the girl that you're insecure, that you're not confident in yourself, and that you're worried about the other guys that she slept with. You should not be worried about anything to do with the girl's body count. You shouldn't even ask her. You shouldn't even be concerned with that. Now, I do understand that it does matter, and I understand that it is a big determining factor on whether a relationship will be successful or whether a marriage is likely to end in divorce or not. However, it is none of your business, and guys, remember, she can easily lie about it.
What? What? Am I hearing this? It is a big determining factor if the relationship will be successful and if the marriage will end in divorce, but it's none of your business. I'm sorry. Are we not eating enough omega-3s here? What the fuck? This would be, I would argue, one of the very important questions you want to be asking your partner, your potential partner, your soon-to-be person. This is very important, vital information. As he said, this number... doesn't have to be a number, but this severity of trauma will predetermine whether your relationship with them will be successful. So no, it doesn't show the girl that you're insecure, and if it does, who gives a fuck? You need to make the best decision for yourself. This is one of the very few important decisions you can make in your life, and I don't think man or woman on this channel wants to be with people that have been with a bunch of other people in the past. And before I deeply get into this, I want to clarify that this applies to both men and women. I don't see much of a difference. Men and women want the same things. Women aren't hypergamous. There is no female nature. There's human nature. And all humans want the same thing from each other. And he said he's speaking from his own experience, so I'm sure he asked the girl this and she flipped out and she was like, "You're insecure. What do you mean asking me?" You guys cannot be dissuaded by this. If this is something that's meaningful to you and it's something that is important to you, then you need to figure it out. You need to find out. Guys and girls who react this way to that question may not be suitable partners to begin with in the first place. Two healthy people, when they come together, have honest dialogue, especially if they're into each other, if actually into each other, not using each other for attention or because they're lonely. And yes, people can lie about the number and their experience, of course, but you can more so sense when someone has been with a lot of people. More so with women, and if you're getting intimate with a woman at that point, you can physically tell, but this is something that you can sense. This isn't ethereal.
So asking her, there's absolutely no point in doing that. All she's going to do is think that you're trying to compare yourself to the guys that she was with before, or you're trying to, size them up to see how you fit in her weird little hierarchy of guys. So don't do that, guys. Well,
because nobody wants to feel compared to. So yeah, I guess that is natural, but then just don't waste your time with someone like this, if that's how you're going to feel.
Does is show that you don't believe that you are her best option, because if you do really believe that, you wouldn't care about any of her other options. Or
listen, this sounds good on paper, really does. Listen, you could think you're the best man and woman in the world, but at the end of the day, if this bothers you, listen to your emotions. It bothers you.
Previous options in that case. So don't ask a woman about her body count. It doesn't matter. And I find it quite stupid, because they could just easily lie about it.
It doesn't matter, but it's one of the predetermining factors in having a successful relationship and marriage. Right. Doesn't matter though. Fucking moron.
Just easily tell you a made up number just to please your ego or satisfy you. So it's not worth asking her. It's not worth addressing it at all. If she wants to bring it up, she can, but you do not bring it up under any circumstance. Because believe it or not, guys, women do to some extent understand that guys value their body count. And not only that, women judge other women for their body counts too. So they know that their body count is important. So if
everyone judges everyone for their body count.
It's that important, and let's say that they've messed up and they've slept with a lot of guys in the past, why would they tell you that? If they can lie, they probably would. So there's really no point in asking. All that's going to do is just bring things down the drain. And hypothetically, even if she were to tell you her real body count, even if she were to tell you, how many guys she's actually slept with, what you have to understand is it doesn't matter that much. And the reason I say it doesn't matter that much is because a feminine woman is a feminine woman regardless, right? I understand that there are some benefits to having a girl who's slept with less people.
Here we go again. When people say, oh, there's a masculine and there's a feminine, all we're talking about is made up words to describe different aspects of human character. These are present in both people. The issue isn't that she loses femininity. The issue is that she is no longer mentally healthy. And mental and physical health to me are really the same thing. The issue is when someone pair bonds, connects, loves someone else, and then breaks apart with them. It has nothing to do with losing femininity. It's everything to do with now finding a healthy, not traumatized person. And in this modern society where everyone is unhealthy and nobody knows how to mitigate this stress, you're getting with very traumatized people. And if it's any dating advice I could give you, it's find the healthiest people to connect with. This means mentally and physically. So fuck this femininity talk. It's simply just a mental state that allows you to connect deeper with the person who you're going to sleep with. As long as you haven't done it 10 times before.
She's more likely to be loyal to you. She's more likely to do X, Y, Z. But the point is, guys, female nature is female nature. And at the end of the day, a woman is still going to act like a woman. A woman is still going to desire a masculine man. She's still going to desire a leader. She's still going to desire a guy who can command.
Like, don't mix these things, right? Yes, she wants a leader. Yes, she wants a guy who is dimorphic and obviously a guy that she's attracted to. But don't mix these in with a woman is going to be a woman. That's just female nature. Like, what does this even mean?
Second biggest mistake you can make with a woman is not leading your interactions or dates. We all know that girls look for a masculine guy who can lead them, who can basically let them relax into someone else's direction, into a man's direction. And the only way you can do that is by taking the initiative, leading, not leaving a lot of important decisions up to her because she doesn't want you to do that. For example, if you're about to take her out on a date, most guys, what would they do? They would probably say, hey baby, where do you want to go? Or where do you want to eat? What time do you want to go? Does this time work for you? All that stuff is...
And yes, there's a little bit of a difference here when it comes to leading. Men naturally do lead just because of their hormonal profile, their stature, and how their hormones affect their emotions. And yes, for the most part, women don't want to make the important decisions. Women with daddy issues and women with failed relationships in the past, especially if she's been cheated on, will not trust a man in the same way because, well, they tried trusting a man and it obviously didn't work. So she wants to make the decisions. This is a natural response to a unfortunate situation.
Third biggest mistake guys make is always being available, and by extension, very clingy and very needy. You see, the problem is a lot of guys these days, they'll be talking to a girl, and as soon as she shows the slightest sign of disinterest, or she's pulling back, or maybe she's not talking to you as much, you start to overcommit, become desperate, over pursue, and show her that she's your only option, and that you know you're head over heels for her, and you're gonna die to get her attention.
You're an asshole. You're such a fucking asshole. This is gonna happen if you're ugly. If you overcommitted on someone and you really head over heels, baby, I love you, I miss you, all you're telling me is that, well, you care about this person. The only reason you would see it as over pursuing is because it fell flat on your face in the first place, meaning the girl wasn't feeling the same way. She wasn't reciprocating those emotions, and she wasn't reciprocating those emotions because you look like this.
Or something. You don't want to be that guy, okay? Make sure that you're busy. Make sure that you're talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, make sure that you're busy. Make sure you ignore her. Don't respond to her messages. Don't show her your emotions because, well, you're a scared pussy bitch, right? That's what everyone who's a scared pussy bitch does. The point of being in a relationship is to deeply connect with someone. If the other person isn't interested in doing that, veto, zip, gone. Because I'm sure if you're watching this, you're likely healthier than most people on the planet, and you want a relationship for what it's actually supposed to be. Your partner and you more or less want to know that your worlds revolve around each other. This is a really good place to be. Sure, can you be clingy? But like, real love is almost an addiction. Real love is also incredibly rare. Real love happens between healthy people, and that's also incredibly rare. If you're talking about superficial relations and yes, I live in my condo and you live in your condo and we see each other once a week, then sure, you guys are just fuck buddies at that point. Enjoy that. But a deep relationship with genuine love never in a million years revolves like this. And obviously, if he's talking about things like this, it's obvious he's never experienced them in his life.
People, that you have your own life on the side, because if you don't, then you're going to end up very, very, very attached to her to the point where she's going to be repulsed by you. It's happened to so many guys I know. It's happened to millions of guys. Don't be one of those dudes. Ideally, you want to be someone with goals and ambitions, somebody who is focused on working on something every single day.
Yes, you want to be a guy who leads, but you cannot lead if you do not know what you want in your life. But once you know what you want in your life, it's very easy to find the people who resonate with your way of life. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to talk superficially to people or have superficial relationships. These things just come.
Who is too occupied to worry about her games or the little things that she plays to try to get in your head. Okay, you want to be solid, you want to be grounded, you want to be masculine. The fourth biggest mistake or turn off that a guy can make is getting too emotional or aggressive. Now, a lot of the times girls will do specific things to try to get under your skin or try to cause an emotional reaction out of you. What you want to be is a rock amidst a current. If you imagine a rock in the middle of a current of water, that current of water, if that rock is planted to the ground, is not going to move. That rock is going to stay right where it is.
I'm indifferent on this. I don't agree or disagree. I find man or woman, because guys also push their woman, do this is because they want an emotional reaction. They don't feel like they're getting the love, the attention, the emotional response that they want, so they find other means to try and get this out of you. Essentially what this means is give your man or woman the attention, the love, the affection that it is that they're looking for. There's no need for you to be stoic, but of course there's also no need for you to be overly emotional or even aggressive. But then again, I find these things don't really happen in people who are stable, chill, healthy.
Okay, you want to be exactly like that with your woman or with the girl that you're dating. And the reason you want to be like that is because they want a guy who displays strength and who displays the ability to be calm and relaxed under all situations, okay? You want to be somebody who she can rely on and who's dependable. And the biggest sign a girl can see of a guy who's not dependable is when he gets emotional or lashes out at small or dumb things, right? For example, she doesn't reply to your text fast enough. Now you're messaging her saying, who are you with? Why are you not texting me? Why are you ignoring me? Don't be that guy, okay? Don't get emotional. Just calm down. Just take a deep breath. Just relax. The fifth biggest mistake that a guy can make with a woman is talking too much, okay? Is running your fucking mouth. Don't be the guy who just sits there talking all the time because you're scared that when you do stop talking, there's going to be an awkward silence between you and her, okay? Don't be scared of shutting up. Don't be scared of just relaxing. The next
Say whatever it is you want. I find that women kind of enjoy when you start talking about your life, things that are important to you. They just kind of look at you in awe, and it's very cute. Like, you love to see it. Of course, when the woman's into you too, honestly, both of you guys are just talking a lot, and you guys can talk for hours. So there's no need to stop yourself from talking about the things that actually matter to you. If you're just feeling space and you're insecure because nothing's being said, yes, that's a little weird. But don't be scared to over talk about the things that are important to you guys and girls.
when you talk to a girl, you should be talking about 20% of the time. She should be talking about 80% of the time, okay? Don't be scared of these awkward silences, because when you talk too much, it's this insecurity. It's subconsciously showing her that you yourself are not enough. You always need to be displaying something, okay?
Yes, but if you're insecure in the first place, it's going to come out in one way or another. Doesn't matter if you talk too much, because insecurity at the end of the day isn't jealousy, it's just weakness. It's you, for the most part, being unable to articulate your emotions or being able to communicate in a way which makes things very crystal clear. It's you being scared and then acting cowardly amidst the fear.
Just relax, just breathe. You're fine. Okay, guys, I hope you learned something from this video.
I didn't learn shit. That was a horrendous video. And I'd like to think people watching on this channel understand that when you become more frail, you do not become stronger. You become less able to connect. You become less able to love, and you become stiff in your body, and it shows in your body language and in your words and in your demeanor, and you start losing the things that made you happy in this world in the first place. People like this can't trust anyone. They never got validation from women or love, and the one time they did, they likely got cheated on or had some sort of negative experience. And that negative experience proliferates, and then it becomes a YouTube channel, and then you have 100,000 subscribers because misery loves company. You're teaching little boys how to manipulate girls and how to say the right things so that you can, what, have sex with them? In this video, he said don't be insecure and make sure to talk less. I find putting yourself under all these rules when it comes to interacting to a woman who is just another human at the end of the day makes you much more insecure. Because now what are you doing? You're like running through all these rules while you're trying to have a deep, meaningful conversation. I've spoken 23%, 3% over the YBC too cold line. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Women are just people, just like guys are. And he's an average guy living in a big city like Toronto. Dating is just dating culture there. Happy people don't make videos like these. Happy people don't talk like this. Happy people, for the most part, see the world relatively simple because the important things in life always are.